Is Kenny playing like he did back in 19? I know it's only 4 games into the season, but
You know, he's playing well. He's playing hard. Um, I can't compare from one year to the next. I just know that he's affecting the game. There were times in years past where I felt like people's game plan were to, all right, we're going to double this guy and not single block him and let him affect the game. And I think right now people are just running their offense, and Kenny's playing fast, physical, playing with his hands, being disruptive, affecting the quarterback. So just hope he continues to do what he's doing. So.
Hey Jerry, how did Kingsley Heat overpower and get that strip sack the other day?
Well, you know what? Been a slow start. We've been begging him to, begging and pleading to, like, let's be more physical. And what was nice is he had a couple power rushes in that game. Super athletic and quick and twitchy, but we got to get him to start being more direct, and he did that. And again, a result of that was a huge play, which was awesome because as a coach you're like, I told you so. So yeah, the more he can continue to do those things, the more it's going to help him out all around in his game. So.
What is the temptation for a guy like him to try to make some kind of a quick move off the line instead of just using a bull rush? Or
Well, guys start setting you different. And so if you're a twitchy guy and people are just sitting back on you and you're not going to bull rush them, well, then guess what? I'm going to just stay in front of you and you're an easy guy to block. Well, when you start, you look at some of the great rushers in the past, and I'm maybe going on the edge a little bit here with like Dwight Freeney, right? 4'3" guy. Oh, he's explosive off the ball. One of his best moves was speed to power, and then everything else come off of it. The spin, running around the edge when people are sitting on his power now. So it's a game of setting things up, and until you show people you can do multiple different things, you'll be set a certain way. So hopefully he can continue to add that to his game, and it'll help it out a ton.
Hey Jerry, we've kind of experienced this back when we were in the locker room. We talk to guys a little more than in this setting. That, your guys swear by you, and yet you're pretty tough on them, right? Like when we ask you, hey, Kingsley, great. Well, like you're pretty demanding of them. How often are you like super complimentary of them? Like even the question about Kenny, like, yeah, he's playing well. Like how do you approach demanding versus praise? Because it seems to work with your guys.
And this goes back to how I was coached. One thing about me is high energy. But when you do something right, I'm going to pat you on the back. When you do something wrong, I'm going to teach you how to do it better. But, we're kind of past that stage. We set a standard, and when the standard's not met, and what happens is when you're in a room with the guys for as long as I've been with Dean and Kenny and those guys, sometimes, complacency can set in. And so I got to make sure every single day that those guys understand that it's not okay to go through the motions. It's not okay to be mediocre. We got to play to our standard all the time. And so sometimes, I'm the bad guy. A lot of the time I'm the bad guy. But, I've got to coach that way in order to get these guys to consistently play to that standard. And I wouldn't say that we've been, there every single week. And so we just got to maintain that every single day, and then good things happen. But I think they know I care about them. Genuinely, I've got great relationships with all the guys, and in return, they know that I have their best interest at heart. Like I want to make them the best player they can be, and by being a nice guy, that's not going to cut it. And so they understand that, so they allow me to coach them. And one of the guys that takes coaching the best is Kenny Clark. When he's not doing something right, he'll be the first one to be like, okay, I screwed that up. But again, if I correct him, he'll fix it right away. Where other guys, it may take them a ton of different times. So it's good. I'm blessed to have a room that will take coaching and take hard coaching, and there's some guys that, you know, won't do it. And I've got a really good room, and yeah, so it's a work in progress every single day. But yeah, they know I care about them, and so they allow me to coach them.